Now in Dubai, are the women looking for the man that has all the stuff and then super wealthy and all these things? And sometimes you tell women, chill on that, or don't make it about the number, or is there other things where you have to tell them to chill?
Here's the thing, I would genuinely say, seek stability but not materialism. And what I mean by that is if stuff makes you happy, stuff really makes you happy, you have to really reevaluate your values. You have too many junk values. They're too extrinsic. If you're the type of person that is, your man can treat you terribly, but he buys you a bag, you shut up. Or your man can be awful to you, but he gives you a nice car and you shut up. Your values are too materialistic. People with materialistic values, unfortunately, always suffer from depression in the long run. And the reason being is because materials, firstly, they don't actually add value to your life. Secondly, the more materialistic you are, the more you're in competition with others, because you only realize that you're doing well materially when you compare yourself to others. Now, I've got more bags than her, I've got more shoes than her. You put yourself in competition constantly with other people. So generally speaking, look for stability where you can raise good kids, you can have stable home. Don't be financially insecure, that's not what I'm suggesting. But try and remove the joy from materialism and replace it with connection, not just with him, people, friends, family, children. That is a better way to live your life and a better way to measure your success in your life than materials.
Okay, super powerful. All right, now let's switch it over to the men. What do the men need to do less of or more of?
Okay.
Hopefully you got 4 of those.
Well, in my program, I kind of do teach it, but one of the first things I say is, first and foremost, when you're checking for women, first, always look at the family dynamics. Always look at her relationship with her father. Always look for this. Look at how her mother is. Does she idolize her mother even though her mother's terrible, and hate her father even though the father sounds like somewhat reasonable? Look at her relationships in the background, because it has a big influence. Because if you're the type of man that keeps attracting women with daddy issues, you probably have them too. So you have to make sure you look at that, because it's not just her. You must have it too for you to have a lot in common with women with this level of trauma, or you must have a hero complex. So it reveals something about you. So that's the first thing I would say. So look at her family background. Next, look at her relationship with money. Now, some women only know how to spend but not generate money. Those women tend to get anxious. They tend to get super anxious. If they got high spending, no generation of money, they get super anxious. Now, if you're a man in Dubai and you're thinking, oh, but I don't need her to work. I don't need her to work. It's okay. She can live at home. Being able to generate money is a really important part of your self-esteem as a human being. Men, women, children, everything is a big part of it. So that when they don't have the ability to generate, but they really like to spend, you don't know if they're with you because you provide that generation of money or because they actually like you. Women will only know their type when they're financially secure and they can make their own money. When they are financially insecure, they'll walk into a room and be like, what watch has he got on? What shoes is he wearing? What car is he driving? She doesn't even know what her physical type is. One day she's dating a Chinese billionaire, the next minute she's dating a drug dealer. She doesn't know what her type is. So her ability to generate money is really important for her self-esteem and for her selection process. The other thing would be your attraction. Don't compromise on attraction, but at the same time, don't allow attraction to override all the other traits.
That's our problem, right?
This is your problem.
What the London Real Investment Club actually does for you, it gives you the keys to open that door to the inside deals. In the last 3 weeks, I've participated in 3 incredible deals: a layer 2 Bitcoin protocol, an incredible AI protocol. The deal flow is beyond what I expected. I don't think I've ever seen a model like this that just gives average folks the opportunity to be behind the deals, and that's exactly what we've done. Not only that, you get to hang out with Brian Rose every week. And for me, that was huge because I look at Brian as somebody who's not only an expert in the space, and I think is on the leading edge, but just the leading edge of thought with London Real and the work he's doing there. To anyone who's taking a serious look at this, I know it's a big decision. It was a big decision for me and my family, and it is one of the best decisions I've ever made. So I wish you all the best and hope you come join us.
We're stunned by beauty, and we can just do the stupidest things.
And override everything.
So you got to really check yourself a little bit.
Check yourself with that.
Which is hard.
But at the same time, don't compromise where you're not attracted at all, because then you make her feel ugly. You'll probably initiate less, you probably won't put in your effort, so on and so forth. So attraction is important, but it can't override all the other traits. So make sure it's there, but don't override. And the final thing I would say is just general lifestyle and values. And what I mean by that, it could be as simple as, I'm a really patient person, she's really impatient. Chances are you're going to fight over small things. You're going to fight over everything because they like to get things done quickly, you're a slow-paced person. Or let's say, for example, you're really healthy, she's super unhealthy. If your lifestyles are super misaligned and you generally don't agree on a lot of things, you're going to have chaos. And it's small things, like let's say, for example, I'm a really fast-paced person. I have nothing in common with people who are so slow, so calm, so slow at making decisions. I'm like, rapid, like come on, I'll end up murdering them. So I'd say those 4 things, if you can bear that in mind. I do go into this in a lot of detail in my masterclass and in my program. So you're welcome to, join if you're watching, but that's what I would recommend, is those 4 things, to put those in place.
Okay, good. I like it. I'm having some flashbacks. I've had some very frugal girlfriends in the past,
Well, they're frugal with other people's money, but with their own, with their own money, but sometimes with the man's money, they're super generous, like they're spending a lot. So
yeah, I think I chose wisely a few times. Where sometimes I would get them, I would watch them, and then when I'd spoil them, sometimes they would just be like, "This is too much money. Like, don't do that."
That's a
and
nice
I was
trait.
like, yeah, I like that.
But one thing I would say, sometimes men, because she's like not materialistic, they don't give her anything because they're like, "Oh, she doesn't care, blah blah." But really, the fact that she's not a big spender, reward her more than the person who's like, "Take me here, take me there." Reward the person who's actually conscious of your money.
Yeah, buy her things that she wouldn't buy herself.
Yeah.
And again, like if you've chosen wisely, then you love to do that as a
Yeah,
man.
it's nice. It's nice. It's just like if you are a feminine woman, you actually enjoy when they like your food, or you enjoy when you've got their clothes ready for them. You enjoy these things.
Right.
But when you're not naturally feminine, you see it as oppressive. Similarly, men who are naturally masculine, they enjoy providing for their wife. They enjoy giving her and spoiling her and making sure that she's not got anything to worry about. But when he's not naturally masculine, he sees that as, oh, she's using me. So these 2 people always kind of, they're the ends of society that are not in their masculine or feminine.
It's a really interesting dynamic. Yeah, I mean, I'm now providing for the family, not just a person. And
Well, where else is your money going to go?
Yeah, and there's nothing more fulfilling as a man than providing for your family.
It's amazing.
It's like it's something that makes me the happiest.
And even when you just like take your kids to a nice restaurant, you're like, oh my God, it's so nice that I get to take them wherever I want and not have to check the price, and they get to order whatever they want, and I never have to think. So nice, little things.
Yeah, my boys are just hanging out, on the plane, and we're going to Kenya, and they're just like in their own world, doing their own thing. And I'm just thinking, man, they don't even know that we're doing this, and then like I can do this, and it just feels amazing.
Aww.
Yeah, I know. It's another one of those great traits.
Amazing.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.